Acts chapter 12, verse 4 through 6. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison, and delivered him to 4 contingents of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth, same night Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. May the word of the Lord be blessed in our heart, even as we allow the Holy Spirit to give us the meaning and interpretation of His word, in Jesus Christ's name. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. He was kept in prison, but the brethren prayed unceasingly unto God for him. He was kept in prison, but the brethren were not gossiping and just saying the story and just telling everybody how Peter had been arrested and weeping, but they made it a matter of prayer unto the Lord. Unceasingly they met to pray. Unceasingly they met to lay their petition before the Lord. They were not full of faith because they had some doubts when Peter was released, but the Lord saw their faith enough to rouse this miracle of releasing Peter. Prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. Does not the Bible want us to pray without ceasing? Here we see an example of those who pray without ceasing, because a brother has been in prison. Today we see none of these. When a brother should be in prison or should be in any calamity of any form, Christians are good in telling the story, but they never pray unceasingly for the God's intervention in that matter. We are quick to tell stories of how one has been arrested or how one has done this, but here they prayed instead. What's the lesson here for us? If a brother should fall, or if a brother should be in a state of trial and persecution which is necessary for the building of faith of the Christian, we must endeavor to pray. And not only pray sporadically, but we should pray unceasingly. For this is what they did. They prayed unceasingly for Peter, that God might have mercy and release Peter out of prison. And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers. Peter was sleeping. He wasn't worried about the imprisonment. He was sleeping, not in comfort, but he was sleeping between 2 soldiers who were watching thereunto him to ensure that he escapes not. Oh, but if God does not keep the city, he that watcheth and waketh in vain. Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with chains, and yet he was sleeping. Oh, bound in chains in the hands and of the feet, and yet he was sleeping. The Bible clearly says that the Lord giveth his beloved sleep. Regardless of the situation, sleep had come to Peter. Let us be thankful for sleep. Until sometimes sleep had been taken from us, we will never understand the beauty and the gift of sleep. It has been known scientifically that a man who doesn't sleep for so and so many hours will not have his brain functioning well, and therefore to function properly one needs sleep, and sleep only is given to the beloved. Many are rich, and yet the comfort of sleep has always eluded them. Or we know of people, or great musicians who have been on drugs just to have a minute of sleep, and yet they could not enjoy it. Let us be grateful for sleep. Child, though thou may be poor, but you enjoy sleep, and even abuse sleep, because you sleep unnecessarily. Be grateful to your Lord for the gift of sleep, until an hour of sleep is taken from you. Until the day you are not able to sleep, you will never appreciate the beauty and the gift of sleep, that though in lack, and though in poverty, and though not well clothed, you are able to sleep. Let us be grateful. He was bound in chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison, and yet Peter was sleeping. He slept and slept and slept until an angel had to wake him up. The noise of the prison could not wake him up, because the Lord has given him sleep. In the midst of turmoil, in the midst of calamity, in the midst of imprisonment, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and yet Peter was sleeping. Why should we worry? Why should we be awake early to eat the bread of sorrows till night? No, the Lord giveth his beloved sleep. We should enjoy our estate. We should be content with what we have until the Lord in his mercy has promoted us For what he has given us is precious. If only it's taken away from us a minute or an hour, we shall understand what the Lord has done for us. He was sleeping between soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and still sleeping. May we come to this understanding and appreciate the gifts that the Lord has given us. For many were in the land at that time who couldn't sleep if they should hear any bad news. They couldn't sleep if they could hear an arrest of their child. They couldn't sleep, but here Peter himself arrested between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains in a prison, and comfortably sleeping the gift of sleep. The Lord indeed giveth his beloved sleep. No matter what we are in, the trial, the persecution, the temptation, whatever we are in, whether in lack or in abundance, we should know that the Lord giveth his beloved sleep, and we should enjoy the sleep and not abuse it. We should sleep as we are supposed to sleep, and awake when we are supposed to be awake. Sleep, for it is a gift from the Lord, but never abuse it. May God help us even as we come to this understanding. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.